It's your boy, Deshaun Nix.
Getting your before.
Yeah, I gotta get the before. Hey, this is what Irma do to you. This is what Irma do to you when your barber out of town for 2 weeks.
I'm back, baby. I'm back.
Hey, we about to see what the after look like. This is what you call the before. All right, we're gonna see what y'all can get. We right here in the Cut Barbershop, right here off Norwood, making the community great by circulating that dollar in the black community. I take everything I do serious, and I always be intentional about where I put my dollar. All right, we're gonna make the hood great again. All right, this is the after right here. Y'all can post a comment.
I used to do
See,
4 months at a time.
I got a lot of black and I got a touch of gray. But this is what you look like when your barber come back from hiding from Irma. But let me tell y'all what really blessed me today coming into the shop over here on the north side. I ran into one of my old students. Say what's happening?
What's going on?
Yes. Do you remember what you said to me when I came in here? What was the first thing you said to me when I came in here?
I don't know.
All right, you said, "Hey, Mr. Nix, guess what?" And I said, "What?"
I was hired up here at Indica.
You said you were what?
I was employed here at Indica.
Yeah. I just want you to know you blessed me. When you said, like, I was excited for 2 things. Number 1, I was excited because I saw you. And number 2, I was excited because you said, this is where I'm working. And one of my things is that I'm real big on the black community. All right. And I used to tell y'all in the classroom, the same person you see in class, I'm the same person in the streets. Would you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I need you to point your finger like, listen, he's the same person in the classroom that he is in the street.
Listen, he's the same person in the classroom that he is in the street.
Yes. And you heard it from Kodak Black, #Patty. Just joking, but I just want you to know I love you, right?
Yes, sir.
Just looking at a couple things, okay? I got a new hashtag called Make the Hood Great Again. The way that you make the hood great again is environment, education, economics, empowerment, okay? You remember when I was teaching you American history, we broke down politics into 3 sections. We talked about socialism, all right? We talked about capitalism, and then we talked about feudalism. Do you remember those? All right. Anyone that you remember the most about from capitalism, socialism, feudalism? All right. There's one of them pertain to money. Which one would you say pertains to money? Out of socialism, feudalism, and capitalism? I can help you out. You ready? All right. Just think about this, okay? The Latin word for head is kaput. All right? This is so whenever you think about money, money comes from here. Capitalism. Right? That's why if you commit a federal crime to a certain degree, like treason, that's capital punishment. Capital punishment means you lose your head. All right? So, capitalism is one aspect of our society, okay, which is money and money stimulation. The most powerful nation is your imagination. And your imagination is shaped by information. Remember that, okay? I'm still teaching you. We ain't in the classroom, but I'm the same person, so I got to drop some knowledge, right? All right, now, let's go into socialism. Socialism is about the best good for the people in society, okay? Where everybody gets the same treatment, everybody gets the same, everybody's entitled to the same rights and privileges, okay? All right? And then you have what they call feudalism. Feudalism means that you have to pledge your allegiance in return for certain rights and privileges. Now, remember in the class I said, now, today in America, are we a capitalist society? Are we a socialist society? Or are we a feudalism society?
He did.
I would say capitalism society. I would say that because a lot of things going on in America, like a lot of the crimes and a lot of the different things that just are unjust overall, would be, to me, from my point of view, would be coming from money.
Coming from money.
Money, exactly. Like, if you walk the neighborhood today, people would tell you money is evil, older people, because of the fact that, you know, it's people dying over money, and it's people who be in their body killing each other and themselves over just a dollar. It's things like that, and everybody's looking for an outlet, you know, an easy way to get money, which is why I decided to come up here and, you know, try to get hired and get a positive thing instead of putting my life at risk for just something simple as a dollar.
Exactly. I love it. Now you see why he was one of my favorite students, right? Because I don't have a favorite, and if I have any other students watching this, y'all all my favorite students, all right? But you see why he was one of my favorite, because it's about being able to think for yourself, all right? Now, watch this, right? One of the things I want to share with you is that one of the best things that you can get from this experience is sharpening the skill of serving. Because as long as you can serve, you'll never be unemployed. All right? But then the next level from serving is mastering. And once you master, you'll never be without employment, because you're always creating employment. And you create employment because you know how to serve, and you serve to a point to where you master it. You'll never be without employment because you're able to create it. That's how we shift from employee to employer. All right, that's how we go from little man to boss man. But watch me now. You got environment, education, economics, empowerment. If you take a good seed and you drop it on stony ground, it can't grow because it can't get its roots in the ground, right? You take a good seed and you drop it among thorns. It can't grow because it's going to fall amongst thorns and it's going to get choked out. So what do? We break that environment up. We chop it up. We work it. We basically make it to where it's able to where that seed can get that root. Because I want you to grow. And I want to use this platform as well as the barbershop, the grocery store. If I see you walking the street, you'll get the same, because we got to break up this ground, right? Now watch this. Then we go into education. That's the learning environment where, you know what? The Bible says my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. So we got to have applicable information. Meaning the same information that you learn in class has to be usable when you come into work. I learned this from school. Now I see how to use it. I learned this in college. Now I know how to use it. Now, because the environment was good for your growth, now you can come back and be helpful to the environment that you come out of. Say that again?
And help somebody else grow.
Exactly. Now we go into economics. You can say that you can do all the stuff you want to do, but if you ain't got money, nobody wants to hear what you got to say. So once again, I already gave you the nuggets on money. The most powerful nation is your what?
Imagination.
Imagination. You get an A. All right. Very good. You get a check plus in class. All right. All right. So the powerful nation is your imagination, and with your imagination, you have creativity, but you already got the best skill, and the best skill is knowing how to serve. All right. Now, our problem is people don't understand that it takes time for a seed to take root and grow and produce fruit, right? All right. What do you call a rapper that's not well known? What is he doing? What is his location? If he's not a well-known rapper, what do you call him? Under what? Under what?
Underground.
Under what?
Underground rapper.
Underground rapper, which means he hasn't broke the surface yet, right? That's why a lot of our brothers end up in jail and prison, because they don't like that underground phase, and they don't want that time to help them develop and nurture to be that productive citizen. You see what I'm saying? Now we go to the last stage, which is empowerment. All right. If I gave you 5 people from out of the community, how many would you say depend on the government?
4 of them out of the 5.
So the majority, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, then you ain't empowered. That means you're dependent on the government, right? You're empowered when the government depends on you. That's the boss man. And that's what I'm calling on you to be. And that's why I'm counting on you. All right? But listen, it's been a long time since I've seen you. I'm so happy. You're in a great environment with Kimwa, Trav, G, Panama, Midget. You got a great group. Mr. Lloyd, the owner. Pick his brain. If you see him come in here, how did you get to a point to where you own something like this? I know Mr. Lloyd personally. You know, talk to him. Listen, I know I'm in school, but like, how could I do something like this, and how could I get started? You understand what I'm saying? Like, he had to master the art of serving before he could master. You understand what I'm saying? But anyways, for everybody that's listening, I want to challenge you on 3 things. Number 1 is to climb higher. Number 2 is to dig deeper. And number 3 is to be greater. Hashtag, you can get it too. Can you tell everybody you can get it too?
You can get it too.
G,
You can get it too.
G,